All right, so we have necessary narcissism and the true science of enlightened selfishness. This is the science of differentiation. This is human design. Now, what is this? What do I mean? Necessary narcissism? Enlightened selfishness? How is that a good thing? What is that? Well, if we look at the animal kingdom, for instance, all creatures are inherently selfish. They are inherently self-interested. You know what this accomplishes? It's necessary for survival. This is what's allowed us to go forward and to propagate as a species, to actually continue to exist and not just fade off into obscurity like so many other species that have come and gone before the human being. And so this narcissism is not something to reject. Self-centeredness is something to respect. You must know what's good for you and do that, you know? You have within you unique definition, unique activations given to you by planets millions of years away. Traveling at the speed of light even, millions of years away. And they're still giving you blessings. But only if you're willing to be yourself. And the only way to be yourself is to be self-interested. This is especially true for about 70% of the population who are generators. Self-knowledge for the generator is the most important thing. And for anybody else, being able to be selfish, to know what is correct for them, is the number one most important thing in living the correct life. So let's bring up a chart today for May 1st of the future. We're going into 2036 to look at what selfishness might look like for this person. We found an emotional generator with an undefined heart. Oh man, the undefined heart, the undefined spleen, undefined head, undefined mind. The ability to wrap yourself up in things that don't matter to you, in things that are bad for you, in proving your worth to other people. The certainty that can come out of this mind is astonishing. This person can create unique answers. That gate 4 is a gate of formalization. And it's creating answers. It's creating concepts that can then communicate with inspiration in the 63. But either way, fundamentally, this person has a sacral center that is defined. They are a generator. Well, they will be a generator when they're born. About 30 years from now. 35. And so this person has to be interested in themselves. They have to be in touch with their path. You see, that's sacral. That's going to guide them away or towards every situation. It's come to everything, all the time, always. That's what a sacral does. It's always giving you a yes or it's giving you a no to every situation, every circumstance, everything that comes your way. And if this person isn't selfish, if this person isn't enlightened in their selfishness or necessary with their narcissism, then they might get wrapped up in proving things to other people because other people get them wrapped up in self-worth. And especially with a 21 like that, they could become incredibly submissive if they're not trying to dominate other people. Holding on to things that aren't even good for them with that undefined spleen. I mean, that's a painful situation to be in where you're holding on to, say, alcohol, for instance, because it gives you a sense of relief from all the stress and it makes you feel like it takes the edge off. But really, it's just killing you slowly because this person might be holding on to it way longer than they need. The only thing they have in that spleen is a 44. This is a gate of coming together. This is bringing things together for the purpose of survival. This 44 is connected to a 26 if it was a full channel, and the 26 allows us to maximize our energy, our memory towards longevity, to act tactically. That creates longevity. And you combine that with the 44, it creates a channel of a transmitter. Now that channel's not here in this person. So they can get wrapped up in proving their worth to other people over things that don't matter to them, while pretending to be certain about things. You know, they're pretending to be certain about something. They know this thing is happening this way, and it just doesn't. You see, with an undefined mind like that, this person's thoughts don't actually come from their own mind. Even though they have a little bit of definition in there, there's a little bit of regularity in that mind with the 24 and the 4. But they don't think for themselves, like me. I don't think for myself. I don't need to think. I have logic. I've got a 17.6. I can bring out circuit level logic and apply it to any circumstance, any situation. And this person, you know, who knows what they could do? But if they're wrapped up in other people's things, they could miss out on any unique essence of their life because other people have convinced them they're unworthy. And other people have convinced them about things that don't matter to them, about things that are even bad for them, are good for them. And that if they don't recognize these things that are bad for them are actually good for them, then they're the one at fault. And that's a problem this person might run into, you know, once they've been born. But if you think this stuff is interesting and you might like to reach out, learn more, feel free. I'm always available. We can do an online one-on-one meeting, record it, and you can learn specifically for you the technique to make decisions correctly as yourself and to experience a life only you could ever live. Hope you're doing well. Peace.